When we are talking about objects, places, or people, we may need to compare their qualities to other objects, places, or people. Adjectives are the words we use to describe qualities. When comparing adjectives, we must use a comparative form. For example, I need a bigger kitchen. When the adjective is one syllable in length, we add the er suffix to the end to make it into a comparative. For example, darker, smaller, louder. When the adjective is more than one syllable in length, we use more before the adjective without adding the er suffix. For example, more exciting, more interesting. Note that there are some exceptions to this rule. For example, quiet has two syllables, but we say quieter rather than more quiet. Look at the sentences for Lesson 2, Activity 1, and select the correct comparative form. Pause the video now while you complete the activity. Sentence 1 should be, I feel happier now. Sentence 2 should be, the picture looks more tilted than it did before. Sentence 3 should be, the presentation was more informative than simply reading the leaflet. Sentence 4 should be, you drive faster than I do. Sentence 5 should be, I think roses are prettier than carnations. Sentence 6 should be, I feel sleepier than I did yesterday. Sentence 7 should be, the maths test was worse than the English one. Sentence 8 should be, I talk less than my sister. Sentence 9 should be, I find history more interesting than geography. Sentence 10 should be, my dad was more relieved than I was that the car wasn't damaged. Superlatives are the highest degree of an adjective. For example, biggest, smallest, darkest, loudest. When the adjective is one syllable in length, we usually add the est suffix to the end to make it a superlative. As with comparatives, when the adjective is more than one syllable in length, we don't add the suffix to the end, and instead put the word most before the adjective. For example, most interesting, most depressing. However, there are some exceptions to this rule. For example, the adjective dizzy is more than one syllable in length, but the superlative form is dizziest. Look at the sentences for Lesson 2, Activity 2, and select the correct superlative form. Pause the video now while you complete the activity. Sentence 1 should be, I am the happiest I have ever been. Sentence 2 should be, the picture is the most tilted it has ever been. Sentence 3 should be, the presentation was the most informative I have ever watched. Sentence 4 should be, I drive the fastest car. Sentence 5 should be, I think roses are the prettiest flowers. Sentence 6 should be, I am the sleepiest I have ever been. Sentence 7 should be, The maths test was the worst I've ever done. Sentence 8 should be, I talk the least out of all my family. Sentence 9 should be, I think history is the most interesting subject. And sentence 10 should be, my dad was the most relieved of all of us.